CSC223, Data Structures and the Analysis of Algorithms. I'm really excited to teach this class, and I think you're going to learn a lot that you can apply in your career and in your everyday lives. So I just wanted to go over the syllabus before we get started this semester. Again, the best way to contact me is email, which is provided here, and I'll have office hours at least once a week. If the time doesn't work for you, for whatever reason, just let me know and we can set up an appointment if you need additional help or clarifications or just have questions about something. That would be a good use of office hours. So I provided a Zoom meeting ID, and the passcode is going to stay the same for the whole semester. So that is how to join my office hours. This is a fully remote and virtual class. It's also asynchronous, so we don't have any scheduled activities through the week. But if you'd like to talk to me in person, that's always an option through office hours. So this is a class that counts for transfer credit for many of you, so that's why the syllabus is a bit long, because it needs to make sure that we cover everything this semester. So you'll see that there's a lot packed into this course. I am trying to consolidate everything into Canvas LMS. That's the main learning management system that I'm sure you're familiar with that can be accessed here. But yeah, I think it's just easier to keep everything in one platform. So all of my announcements, any discussions, lectures, assignments, grades, all of that's going to be in Canvas, so we don't have to juggle multiple platforms. There is a requirement for all students enrolled in asynchronous online classes at Virginia Western now. Now you have to complete an identity verification assignment. You don't have to be on campus for this. You can do it remotely using a webcam. All the information for that is under the Start Here module. Please get that completed within the first 2 weeks of class. I will also be monitoring the discussion forums in Canvas and the Canvas inbox if you want to contact me through any of those ways. I actually kind of like the discussion forum. I created one just for questions. I like that because then other students can benefit from any questions you may have. So I'm not getting a bunch of emails about the same thing. But don't hesitate to reach out if you have any questions. If you do have a question about like a Java coding assignment, please make sure to send that to me at least 24 hours in advance of the due date. Otherwise, we can't guarantee that I'll see your email in time and get you the help you need. So we have a nice picture here of what your textbook looks like. This is the required textbook for this class, and it is a great textbook, one of the better textbooks I've read on how to program in Java. I really like it. I think you will like it too. The only thing I dislike about it is the book cover. Yeah, I don't understand the blueberries. It makes no sense. So I apologize for Pearson Publishing on their behalf. I recommend you use Eclipse IDE, especially if you already have it installed. Hopefully many of you have taken ITP or CSC 220 or 120, and you've already done some Java programming in Eclipse. If you do have a new computer, all of those links and instructions for getting set up with Eclipse are available in Canvas under the modules page. And if you're really attached to a different IDE, a different integrated development environment, we may be open to trying something out. So just let me know what you plan to do this semester, And you could always use multiple integrated development environments. That's not unusual at all. I do it for many things. But the reason I recommend Eclipse is because it makes transferring archive files, importing them and exporting the Java archive files as a jar just really simple, and that's a little more difficult in some of these other IDEs like Visual Studio Code. And this is your course schedule. The key fact to pick up on right now is that you will have things due every week on Mondays by 10 a.m. So we'll get into a weekly routine, and you can just expect that before every Monday, before 10 a.m. on Mondays, you have a Java homework due and a quiz. The quiz will be usually on the textbook readings. That's this column here. The first week we have a different reading. There's no required reading from Gaddis, but there is a required PDF reading online that you can find in the Start Here module as well. It's just a short, great introduction to algorithms and why they are so important, what they are, and a bit about how they relate to data structures. All right, so I will just skip over that for now, and we'll go to the grading. The biggest portion of your grade is the Java coding homeworks. Your first one is already available to view and get started on. It consists of 3 exercises that are mostly should be a review from previous Java courses. So hopefully it's not too challenging. If you have a lot of trouble with it, you're going to want to let me know, and so we can work out some arrangement. And the quizzes are 15 points. The quizzes are open notes, open books, open tabs. The only thing they're not open is open co-student. There's no assistance between students. That's not allowed as part of the Virginia Western Honored Code. So you can't collaborate with other students either on the quizzes or in the code. But otherwise, for the quizzes, you're allowed to look at your textbook or your notes or whatever else you have. There are 6 CS Scholar lectures this semester. I'm asking you to attend 5 of them for 3 points each of your final grade. So this is a relatively small part of your final grade, but these are great opportunities, and I've seen the list and we have some amazing ones. One of the lectures this semester is going to be from a developer who works at Amazon and has experience with Java and internationalization, and it's not to be missed, I can tell you that. So the way we measure participation, there will be instructions on that. There's going to be a code word presented during the lecture sometime by the speaker, and you'll just want to record that code word and complete a 1-question quiz that just asks you for what that code word is. So that's how we're going to measure your participation at those lectures. There'll be more information about that too in Canvas. And the final will be pretty straightforward. That will probably be open book, but not open internet. No open tabs for that. So I have it's probably considered a pretty lenient late policy compared to some other courses you have taken. And you'll definitely want to turn things in on time, and that helps maintain a fair and consistent grading process. So make sure to turn things in before the 10 a.m. deadline. if something unexpected happens, you still have 48 hours within the due date to receive some partial credit. You could get up to 75% based on the quality of your work. And that's barring an emergency. If you do have a true medical emergency, God forbid this semester, let me know, and we will work something else out. Make sure you obtain the required textbook by the end of the first week of classes, by the middle of the second week at the very latest. I'm going to try not to email you. Like I said, I want to keep all of our communication within the Canvas platform. So you will have to check Canvas every other day or so to see if there's any new announcements. You can get notifications, but it's really just your responsibility to sign into Canvas and see if there's new announcements. I will usually post them on Mondays at the beginning of the week. That's when you will have access to the next module, and there will be some announcements then. So expect to see the new module and announcements on Mondays. You won't be able to work ahead in this class. All right, and I'm not going to waste your time by going through all of these policies, but be aware of the drop and withdrawal deadlines. Those are always very important to know. Hopefully none of you have to drop or withdraw, but if something unexpected happens, those are the deadlines you need to know. Just a quick word about academic honesty. So for this class, you're not allowed to copy and paste any code from the internet. Certainly you can learn. We all have to learn code from reference websites like Oracle's JDK documentation. I mean, this is how developers learn which methods they need to use. You know, what methods are part of the standard API. That is through a knowledge base distributed over the internet. And there are lots of sites that I approve of, like W3 Schools and Java tutorials that will give you an easier to digest format. I don't approve of Stack Overflow or using any of the AI chatbots to generate code. It's really not in your best interest and can result in a 0 for that assignment and possibly an F in the class. And that's really is for your benefit, because if you do end up applying for software jobs or developer roles, it's going to be on you to show that you actually know how to code without, depending upon an AI tool. And you also kind of need to have an advanced level of knowledge to be able to interpret or diagnose areas in which an AI is hallucinating. So in general, just don't copy and paste anything from the internet. That is the rule. And also, there's no collaboration between students allowed for coding assignments other than the discussion forum. I am totally okay if students help other students out in the discussion forum on Canvas. If something is a little too helpful, I may reserve the right to edit it, but otherwise that's the proper forum for collaboration. And there's more student resources and links available in Canvas. I won't go over all these objectives, but read through them. You'll see we're learning quite a bit, and hopefully it gets you a little bit excited like I am for this course. All right, I will talk to you all later. Bye.